Now on Eyewitness News at 6.
The search for Sean Christie once again intensifies in this part of Schuylkill and Luzerne County. And people who live here say they've just about had it. They want the guy caught.
That's the goal of another manhunt happening in our area. The murder suspect on the run from authorities.
Low tech but high value. We'll tell you about these new towers that are helping fight wildfires.
Proudly covering all of northeastern and central Pennsylvania, this is Eyewitness News at 6.
Hey, good Wednesday evening, everyone. Glad you could join us tonight. I'm Nick Toma.
And I'm Candace Kelly. The search is on tonight for a man wanted for the death of a man Monday in Susquehanna County. State police say Quentin Millard killed John Amrine, and with the help of a woman, he buried the body in Great Bend Township.
Now, troopers have arrested that woman. Eyewitness News reporter Eric Dable is at State Police Barracks in New Milford Township with an update on that search. Eric?
Nick, good evening. That woman, Andrea Martell, was interviewed several times by state troopers yesterday, and she is providing details about what happened. Troopers believe Quentin Millard got into a fight with the victim. Both men may have fired shots at each other during the course of the day on Monday. Eventually, the victim was killed on his 52nd birthday. There was a very visible state police presence on Highlands Road in Great Bend Township Wednesday. Troopers from Pennsylvania and New York, along with Game Commission officials, were looking for 22-year-old Quentin Millard.
We haven't seen troopers up here in 25 years, maybe more.
People knew something unusual had happened when investigators came to their door asking questions.
They stopped here just now,
I'm up talking to
chit-chatted,
right
but
now.
They don't give you any information, you know.
State police believe Millard and his friend Andrea Martell were involved in the death of John Amrine on Monday. It happened inside this home at the Heritage Village Trailer Park near Halstead, where troopers say they found blood on the ceiling, walls, and furniture. The victim's body was then allegedly wrapped in garbage bags and driven to Quentin Millard's home on Highlands Road and then later buried in the woods. A body believed to be the victim's was discovered Wednesday morning.
It puts you, on the alert, and now I got to go home, load the riot gun.
Quentin Millard was last seen Tuesday running behind a home in the woods on Highlands Road, and troopers believe he is still in the area.
We all got guns, and we're all not afraid to use them if we had to, but I don't want to.
Now, troopers say if you see Quentin Millard, do not approach him because he might be armed. Now, this was not Millard's first brush with the law. Back in July, he was charged with aggravated assault and other charges. He was released with unsecured bail, and he was charged with drug offenses back in January. We're live tonight at the State Police Barracks in Susquehanna County. Eric Dable, Eyewitness News.
Eric, thanks for the update tonight. And we have an Eyewitness News follow-up now on a homicide case out of Lycoming County. Williamsport police say they've arrested another man for the death of 49-year-old Sonia Heck last month. Kenneth Smith of Cambria County is facing several charges, including homicide. He is the second man arrested in this case. Heck's husband, Edward Heck, was arrested in Indiana last month for her death.
Following the clues, today the search for Sean Christie took another turn. The McAdoo man has been on the run since June after investigators say he threatened the president and other local leaders. The search has spanned many states, but it's right back where it started tonight. Today's search comes on the heels of a late-night break-in and another Facebook post. Just before midnight last night, someone posted on Christie's Facebook page, and that post went on a rant against his critics and people he believes to be his enemies. Christie also admitted to breaking into Skipper Dipper's restaurant in Rush Township 2 weeks ago.
I understand there was a Facebook post. However, I can't confirm it had anything to do with this break-in. We're investigating that now. Unfortunately, the search took most of our investigative time today. We haven't had a chance to look into that Facebook post, but I am aware of it.
And you can see the U.S. Marshal's full interview on pahomepage.com. Now, for those living in the region between McAdoo and Hazleton, the presence of law enforcement officers every time there's a sighting or an alleged sighting of Christie is becoming a major disruption in their daily lives. Our lead I-Team reporter Andy Mahalchik has been in the area all day. He joins us now live from Hazel Township with their reaction to this latest search. Andy?
And Candace, quite frankly, many people here are saying Here we go again. For nearly 10 hours, federal, state, and local law enforcement searched a wooded area here between Hazleton and McAdoo. And I can tell you without a doubt, people who live near here are fed up. They want him captured.
I think it should have been over by now.
And that's how many people in the McAdoo area feel about the search for Sean Christie. Joe Stash stopped by the search scene just to see for himself what was going on. He and many others here believe that Christie is being helped by someone.
He must be pretty smart to stay away that long, you know what I mean? He must know something, or somebody's helping him, either or.
The search for Sean Christie has led U.S. Marshals up and down the East Coast, from Canada to West Virginia and Maryland. But Christie always seems to return home, to the woods he apparently feels the most comfortable in. Whether he's breaking into local restaurants for food or local businesses to perhaps post to the internet, Christie always seems to return to the McAdoo area. And when he does, federal, state, and local police arrive in force, hoping this time will be the time he's captured. George Kraniak walks in this area every day. He, too, says this search is getting old.
Hopefully they catch him, and for one person to be running for so long, but, you know, there is a lot of wooded areas that he could hide in and all that.
If indeed that Facebook post was made by Christie, it will be his first communication, as far as we know, with his followers since this odyssey began back on June 19th. Reporting in Hazel Township, Luzerne County, Andy Mahalchik, Eyewitness News.
Andy, thank you. And the Christie search has now spanned 5 states. The marshals say he has stolen at least 5 vehicles during that time and 4 guns.
Yes, another hot, humid day across the region.
Perfect summer day today. Wish we could be outside enjoying it next to a pool. Chief Meteorologist Josh Odell is on the rooftop looking for a little relief from that heat.
I'll tell you what, Nick and Candace, we are going to see a break from the heat and humidity. Tomorrow is our transition day. Friday looks a lot different. Right now, here's how things are shaping up for us. It's still awfully hot. I have 89 in Williamsport, 86 Wilkes-Barre and Scranton, double 8s in Selinsgrove, with only an isolated shower or storm, but some humidity. Our Eat Outside index is an 8 out of a 10. Tonight, repeat, small chance of a shower or thunderstorm. Otherwise, it is warm and humid, lows around 70. An hourly forecast and interactive radar. Both are on the new and updated Eyewitness weather app. Make sure you have it. I'll get you ready for the weekend, Nick and Candace. I'll see you downstairs.
All right. Thanks, Josh. The list of schools falling victim to the wet summer is growing. The rainy summer has caused some air quality issues at Neil Armstrong Elementary School in Scranton. As
a result, the start of school has been delayed. The school is closed through Monday morning. District leaders are planning on having students in the classroom on Tuesday. Similar issue in Northumberland County. The Milton Area Middle School is pushing back the start of school to next week while they wait on air quality test results. 6th, 7th, and 8th grade students will start the class on Monday. All other schools will start as planned tomorrow.
Since the early 1900s, fighting wildfires on the ground has started by looking up high. 16 aging fire towers are being replaced across Pennsylvania, and several of them are located in our region. Eyewitness News reporter Brianna Strunk takes us to the first one to be complete.
This is a big asset at Big Pocono State Park in Pocono Township.
This is the Taj Mahal compared to the old one we had here.
From this sprawling view up top, tower watchers can spot smoke from any angle and any distance. These structures are low tech but extremely effective.
If you have enough fire towers around, you can cover just as great an area as what you can with an airplane.
At the top of the tower, this 360-degree map and sighting tool help pinpoint exactly where smoke is coming from. Then firefighters on the ground know where to go. Other towers in the area all work together. In fact, the massive 16-mile wildfire in 2016 was first spotted from a tower.
So they do communicate to each other.
DCNR had enough funding to replace 16 historic towers across Pennsylvania. The original ones met 1920 standards.
We're continuing to make them safe for our workers and make them usable with today's technology.
The former tower at Big Pocono State Park was carefully torn down and transported to a federal site in Milford. Once rehabbed, it will be on display for educational purposes.
A lot of people in the community, they recognize our fire towers as much as they recognize Smokey Bear.
In Pocono Township, Brianna Strunk, Eyewitness News.
DCNR says most of the fire towers are between 80 and 100 feet high.
Sometimes that old school technology is the best, right? If you can spot it, you can see the trouble. All right, still ahead, a shortcut bridging the gap now for students in the Poconos. A new pedestrian bridge in Stroud Township is officially open, and we'll explain how this will help students.
Plus, shoppers got a surprise when they showed up at Ray's Supermarket in Old Forge today. What's with these closed signs? Next on Eyewitness News at 6.
This is Eyewitness News at 6.
A neighborhood supermarket that serves a Lackawanna County community is abruptly closed. Shoppers showed up this morning to Ray's Supermarket in Old Forge, only to find the doors locked. A sign on the door apologized for the inconvenience, but it didn't explain why the business shut down. Ray's was the latest owner of a supermarket option in the borough for decades. Now shoppers are concerned that they'll no longer have this convenience.
Close by, the people that work here are wonderful, and I enjoyed coming here.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know where else to go. This is, except for Walmart, take a bus, that's it,
Shoppers explain why they had a hunch that store was in trouble. Coming up on Eyewitness News at 7 on WYOU.
Student athletes in the Poconos now have an easier commute to the practice fields. A new pedestrian bridge will bridge the gap between Stroudsburg High School and Knights Park. Before today, students would have to travel several miles out of the way to get to the fields at the park.
It just makes it very convenient rather than having to depend on a vehicle to go there.
The bridge is open to the public too, and it provides easy access to the Stroudsburg Borough Park and Pool. Regular vehicles are not allowed to cross the bridge, but emergency responders can. And a heads up for drivers who use the Northeast Extension. Crews will be working on the northbound Lehigh Tunnel tomorrow. It'll be closed from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. Traffic will be diverted to the southbound tunnel, which means it will have a two-way traffic pattern during that time. And we have a traffic alert for drivers in Lackawanna County. The outbound lanes of the Central Scranton Expressway will be closed tomorrow from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. Crews will be painting part of the Harrison Avenue Bridge.
All right, it's almost that time of the year again. Very exciting. Crews getting ready to set up the Bloomsburg Fair. About 1,200 vendors will be at the fair this year, which kicks off September 21st.
Can't wait, and hopefully the heat will be a thing of the past by then. Chief Meteorologist Josh Hodell is tracking some hot weather next.
First up, though, our photo of the day, and kind of a wily squirrel. Looks like Patty, one of our viewers, took the picture of the squirrel. in the bird feeder. If you have a photo you'd like to share, post it to our Eyewitness News Facebook page.
Now, your Eyewitness weather forecast. Name Weather 8's most accurate forecast since 2008.
Good evening. We are looking at some pretty big changes coming in our weather. The heat, humidity going away. It's going to get cooler and potentially more wet. Here's our live camera in Dallas tonight. It's a shame that sun is going to be setting, about what, another hour 15 minutes, and then it's dark by 8. 90 in Lewisburg, dew points in the mid-70s, tropical. Humidity stays high tomorrow. That goes down on Friday, but right now it feels like it's 97 in Williamsport, 93 Selinsgrove. The feels like temperature in Wilkes-Barre and Scranton is at a 91. We've been looking for some rain showers. We're finding a few specks showing up on the radar, but my friends, that's it. So only an isolated chance of a shower or storm this evening. It's one of those, don't cancel your plans tonight. By tomorrow afternoon, though, about noon, 1 o'clock, couple of rain showers beginning to bubble up. They turn into thunderstorms in the afternoon. They'll move through tomorrow afternoon and tomorrow evening. Some of these may end up having a little muscle to them, so a little potent. Biggest threats would be heavier rain, perhaps some gusty winds into the equation as well, but eventually and ultimately their main job is to drop the temperature and the humidity. By Friday evening, high school football, it's near 70. There is the chance of a rain shower this go around again, something to be mindful of. And then we get into the weekend. I think Saturday turns out mainly dry, but Sunday we have a lot of clouds and some rain showers that will try to come in by Sunday evening, but probably a better chance on Monday. Here's your Eyewitness weather forecast. Lows around 70 tonight, warm and muggy, and a little rough for sleeping. Tomorrow, we're expecting highs in the mid-80s, so a little bit of a difference. Partly sunny, scattered showers and thunderstorms. Humidity, though, does stay up a little bit tomorrow. It drops, though, Friday. So cooler and less humid on Friday with a chance of a shower. Mainly dry on Saturday, but highs in the 70s. And then we're looking at some rain showers likely later Sunday night, and Monday. And when that rain comes in Sunday night and Monday, that's going to be what is now left over of Tropical Storm Gordon. Make sure you stay on top of the weather this weekend. Download the Eyewitness weather app. This way, whenever it looks like it's raining, you can go right to interactive radar and check things out. But I'd say probably about another 36 hours and we'll feel the difference. Tomorrow it's going to be muggy, so it may not be as hot, but it's going to be muggy
And
tomorrow.
a decent chance of some scattered storms in the afternoon.
Oh,
right?
I think so. Yeah, I think tomorrow afternoon, probably coming to an end tomorrow evening, so you may get yourself caught in a little downpour.
All right.
Okay.
Thanks, Josh. The best golfers in the world are in the Philadelphia area this week.
And so were Robin and AJ this morning. They're pretty good golfers in their own right. They're going to report on the BMW Championship. Plus, we'll look ahead to some playoff baseball next.
What did you get transferred by company jet?
Check 0112.
Now, Eyewitness Sports, 8-time winner of the PAB's Excellence in Broadcasting Award.
The best golfers in the world are in the Philadelphia area this week. It's for the BMW Championship at Aronimant Golf Club in the suburbs, and it's a big tournament in the FedEx Cup playoffs. The event begins on Thursday, but today everyone was out on the range of the course, with many golfers participating in the Pro-Am. This is the third playoff event out of 4 on the PGA Tour, which means only 70 players are in the field, but these are the very best in the world, and only the top 30 will move on to the Tour Championship in 2 weeks. And this is the first event in the Philly area since the 2013 U.S. Open in Marion, won by Justin Rose. Robin Dean and I both made the trip to Newtown Square this morning. Here's Robin catching up with some of the biggest names in the field.
AJ, I'm standing here on the 18th green of the BMW Championship, the third of 4 stops in the FedEx Cup playoffs. It's a 70-man field. That means some of the best golfers in the world are right here in Philadelphia. You know them all by one name: Tiger, Phil, Rory, Bubba, Jordan. That's just naming a few. We caught up with a lot of the top contenders, and here's what they had to say about this important event.
It's a course that I like the setup. I like the slopes on the greens, the amount of movement that'll be on the putts, and also trying to feed it in with shorter irons in the greens. It's going to be an exciting, probably lower scoring, but exciting golf course.
Yeah, I'm excited about this tournament. Obviously, I'm excited about what's coming up. I always feel that the playoffs are an opportunity to play catch up if you haven't had a great year. But obviously, if you have had a good year, it's you want to kind of keep the momentum going.
I feel like not just golf, but every sport in general has got a very much a recency bias on it, and it's just the way the world is. And that's why it's golf is great, because every week you have another opportunity to do something great.
Wednesday at Aronimink was for the Pro-Am, and there was a very special guest playing with ties to northeastern Pennsylvania. And for more on that, AJ, I'll send it back over to you.
Robin, for most of the thousands of people that came out to Aronimink on Wednesday, they were here for the professional golfers, but there were plenty of people that were trying to catch a glimpse of one of the amateurs as well, Villanova head basketball coach Jay Wright. Wright has had an unprecedented run of success with Villanova over the last few years, culminating with national championships in 2016 and 2018. Wright is from the Philadelphia area, but attended Bucknell University. He played there collegiately in Lewisburg. We asked Wright today after his round what he thought of the experience at the Pro-Am and also about northeastern Pennsylvania.
I know it's a great golf community, all the great courses around here. And then everybody comes together, you know, all the clubs come together to host this, and obviously Aronimink does an amazing job. So it's cool to have everybody in the golf world here and experiencing Philadelphia golf. We had some Shamokin guys with us today. Northeastern Pennsylvania was supported, and it was great. We do have a lot of Bucknell people down here that follow us. A lot of good Wilkes-Barre, Scranton people that follow golf always come down.
And we would be remiss not to remind you of playoff baseball in Moosic tonight. The Scranton Wilkes-Barre Railroaders and Lehigh Valley Iron Pigs are once again going head-to-head in the Governor's Cup semifinals. This is the third straight year those two teams have met up in the semis. Lehigh Valley is the North Division champ this season, while the Railroaders are the wild card team in the International League. We'll have highlights of that game tonight at 11. That's a check on sports. Josh has one last look at your forecast next.
Watch This is Eyewitness News at 6.
It's hot and humid, so at 7 we are talking about skiing.
If you're passionate about skiing, boy, have we got the job of a lifetime for you. That story coming up when I see you for Eyewitness News at 7 on WYOU. Not talking about snow, but certainly some moisture possible tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll get scattered showers and thunderstorms tomorrow afternoon, tapering off in the evening. It's our transition day. Still muggy, but it will get less hot and less humid on Friday. I think you may end up liking Friday's forecast, so
good.
We'll just need to get through tomorrow.
And you're right, this week is flying by.
I know, it's already halfway done.
Just the way you like it. And that'll do it for Eyewitness News at 6. Thanks for watching.
We'll see you for Eyewitness News at 7 on WYOU. Have a great evening.
Watch Eyewitness News when it's convenient for you. Now streaming on PAHomepage.com.